welcome back to another weekly episode of Sawyer-san's Magic Ride. Now I know what you're thinking. Who's that handsome devil in front of the screen, and who took away Sawyer? Well, it is the same me. In fact, I have just grown my beard, and no, I'm not on vacation yet. I'm just doing this to see what kind of reaction I would get from students. And it's been interesting, to say the least. So I had a couple students today ask me if I lost weight, and no, that's not the case, or at least I don't think so. I haven't weighed myself in nearly a year. Almost everyone's been commenting that, hey, it looks great, so I think I'm going to keep it. At least, for a good while. We'll see. Other exciting news this week. So, some of you may know that I listen to daily podcasts from the Daily Wire. Now, the Daily Wire is a conservative news commentary program, or conservative news commentary site that puts out daily podcasts from now 3 people. Ben Shapiro, who is phenomenal. Andrew Klavan, who is also really great. He's an author and great commentator on the culture and about the arts. And now Michael Knowles started a new show, and it's okay. I don't think it's quite as strong as Klavan's or Shapiro's show, though. Anyway, why am I telling you about this? Well, on last Thursday, or Wednesday, or Sunday, I got a question in Andrew Klavan's mailbag. So, I think some of you might be interested to know what exactly I asked. So, if you'd like to check out Andrew Klavan's show, and you'd like to hear what my question was and hear Klavan's answer for it, which I think was actually really great. I've asked a couple people about this, and I've had pretty much the same answer. So, it kind of tells me that they're mostly right. Alright, so if you really want to hear my question, all you got to do is go to iTunes or to the dailywire.com. They should have the episode saved. It's The Andrew Klavan Show, episodes 357, GOP Clowns and Lefty Lowlives, and 31 minutes and 37 seconds into the podcast, he gets to my question. Now, when I was listening to this, he started reading and I thought, wow, that sounds familiar. That sounds like something I would write. And then it got into the body of it and I was like, okay, yeah, that's my question. Hey, great. So definitely give that a look if you're interested. Otherwise, preparations for coming home are going swimmingly, I believe. I do believe I finally got my bank transfer issue corrected, mostly. I have yet to hear back from from head office, so unless someone tells me otherwise, I am believing that everything will be okay. In other news, after tomorrow, which is Thursday here, after tomorrow, my Obon vacation starts, so I'm really excited for that. I'm going to spend probably a lot of time getting this place cleaned up and mostly ready to go. I've got my box all packed up, full of stuff that I'm going to send back home, but I don't think I'm going to send it out until probably the 9th or the 10th. Matsukida's going to handle that, I think. So my box is almost packed up. I think over the course of the next week I'm going to collect all the clothes that I'm not going to use or I'm not going to take back with me, put them into a pile or in a plastic bag, and then once Matsukida is ready for them, he can take them, and so the church can sell them. I think that's just about everything for this week. So, while I continue growing my beard, let's head on over to questions, comments, and standard remarks, the part of the show where I answer your questions and comments that you leave in the Facebook and YouTube posts. Let's get started. Starting off with the Book of Faces. Aaron Bird comments, yeah, you bought your ticket. Go out and get some video and share it with us before you leave. Is it a new season in Japan yet? I know you said you were getting into the rainy season. Obviously it is summer here, 107 degrees today. Woof. But would be interested to know the differences. Love the pics of the flowers, so just curious about the changes. So glad you can give your belongings to the church and those who will need them instead of throwing them away. You should mail your box of stuff soon, because then it will be here before you get home. I wonder how long it will take a box to travel by mail. A couple of weeks? Looking forward to seeing you soon. Okay, so let's try and go through this. Is it a new season in Japan? Well, rainy season actually ended at the end of June? Yeah, like a week into July, rainy season was over. And it was a really, really dry rainy season, oddly enough. But now we're just in a Japanese summer, which means it is insanely humid, and even though the temperatures aren't reaching as high as they do in eastern Washington, it feels terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever experienced. You walk outside, and even if you're not doing anything really strenuous, just walking 6 blocks to the grocery store, you're going to be sweating. So that's about what the weather's like. Cicadas are starting to die right now. So maybe for the past 3 or 4 weeks, we've had cicadas start singing at about 4 in the morning, every morning, like clockwork, and they stop singing about 9 o'clock at night. And it's great. I'm glad that they're all dying off. Hopefully I'll put a picture of what a cicada looks like up in here. But they're terrible, horrible insects. And they're huge, too. I hate them. About mailing my box of stuff soon. I don't know if I can mail it soon. Matsuki's going to handle shipping it. I'm opting to send it cheap, not fast. So it might be a couple weeks to a month before it gets back home. But once it does, I'll be able to distribute all of my souvenirs that I got for everyone. So I'll get back before all of my stuff does, but that's okay with me. Cousin Russ Sig says, "Wow, so close. I'm glad to see you're going on one big trip to see more of Japan. Does mail take a long time to arrive in the US? I have been averaging 6 weeks from Korea, 4 weeks using FedEx. LOL. I'm so excited for you to be on your new adventure in school. Be sure to show lots of video of Japan before you leave." Yeah, so the Gotemba trip's coming up really, really quick, actually. It's by this time next week. I think I'll be just getting back from Gotemba. So I'll be sure to upload tons of video and pictures from that excursion. So look forward to that. How long does it take mail to arrive in the US? I don't know. I haven't sent anything yet. But like I said, I'd estimate it takes about maybe 4 to 6 weeks, roughly speaking. So I'd say we're pretty close, because Japan and Korea, they're really close to each other, and so we have similar mail times, similar downtimes for mail. Aunt Julie says, "It's hard to believe we're in August already. Summer has gone fast. Excited for you to enjoy one last excursion. Can't wait to see the pictures and hear about it. Do you already have living arrangements set up? Or do you have living arrangements set up already in Seattle?" And about living arrangements, I believe I have a temporary arrangement. Jake Hunter and now Mrs. Bree Hunter are allowing me to stay with them maybe for a couple weeks, or hopefully not a couple months, until I can get my own arrangement sorted out. So I don't want to take up too much of their time, because they're a newlywed couple and they got newlywed things to do. Haha. But for right now, that's the plan. Mom comments, "I'm going crazy here trying to get things set up to wire your final check to the USA. You wouldn't think something that should be so simple has become so complicated." And yeah, over the last week, it's been a real saga trying to get an account set up to where we can send my final salary, or my final couple salaries, to America. So the reason it's been so difficult is because my company won't wire money to credit unions. Well, of course, everyone in my family banks with Spokane Teachers Credit Union, so that's kind of a problem. I told them, hey, I've been sending money back to my American account for, the last 6 to 8 months. I don't know why this is such a big problem. And of course, head office wouldn't budge. You know how flexible big corporations can be. So we had to run around to find someone in our family who has an actual bank account that we could send money back to, and then from that bank account we could send it to the Spokane Teachers. Now luckily, we did find something that hopefully is going to work. I haven't been told otherwise yet, But I think everything is sorted out now. No need to worry. And the way I get paid, actually, they pay me for. So imagine you start work in January. So you work all of January, and then you work 2 weeks into February, and then on the second week in February, actually like the 15th or whatever, you would get all of your money from January wired to your account. So that's how it's going to be. All of my money from this month, August, is going to be sent to America in September. And my final salary for the couple weeks that I'm going to be working in September, plus all my bonuses and contract completion, everything like that, is going to be sent in October as my last payment. So even though I'm finishing work here in the next 4 weeks, I'm still going to be getting paid for the next couple months. That's kind of interesting, just in case you guys wanted to know how Japanese salary kind of works in comparison to American paydays. Robin Smith comments, "Happy trails." So that looks like it's the end of all the comments on Facebook, and I didn't see anything that was at least not public on YouTube. I'm really bad at checking that, actually. So, that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Tune in next week for more awesome content from Gotemba, this time with actual production values. Yay! I'll see you then. Bye.